There we go. People of YouTube, welcome back to the channel. We've got another video for you. Today, this is a little bit of an impromptu video, and it's kind of brought on because there has been an announcement from Sony. It's kind of caught me a little bit by surprise. I didn't actually know about this until I was browsing through the internet and I saw an article, and then I saw a few videos on this update, and yeah, it's literally, honestly, it really has left me a little bit surprised. In the world of Sony cameras, it's a frustrating world. I am an FX3 and FX6 owner. I do shoot with Lumix, as you guys know, but the FX line of cameras is what I mainly shoot on my work on. Having these updates that they've released is pretty cool, but like I was saying, the Sony camera world is a frustrating world. Often people are buying really expensive cameras for Sony then to release a new, cheaper camera down the line a couple of months later with better features, and then Sony don't offer to update the features on the more expensive cameras, which leaves people feeling very frustrated. I totally understand that, because that is really frustrating. Now I'm going to come straight out of the gate about this announcement, and I'm going to talk straight away about shutter angle, because shutter angle for me has been a massive issue on the FX3 since its release, because it is marketed as a cinema camera. Now most cinema cameras that I use have all had shutter angle on the cameras. Now, shutter angle is a game changer in the filming world. Whatever frame rate you choose, it's constantly keeping your frame rate at the correct shutter angle, which is 180-degree rule, as everybody knows, so it's 2 times whatever frame rate you're at. But when you've got shutter angle, you don't have to worry about that. So when I'm filming on my Lumix camera, for instance, I change between 25 or 50 or 100 frames, and the shutter angle just changes automatically, so I don't have to worry about that. Now on my FX3, it's so frustrating because sometimes I am filming, it's a quick pace shoot, it's a quick pace world of run and gun filming sometimes, and I'll be changing between 25, 50, maybe 120 frames. And I'm not gonna lie, I get back to post processing sometimes and realize that I've shot the whole goddamn thing in the wrong shutter angle. Therefore, I can't get the slow motion or whatever I was trying to do. Yeah, God, it's so annoying. And it does happen a lot, and you'll hear people tell you about it. So that's why it's really annoying not having shutter angle in this camera. But today is the day that Sony have announced that they are going to be putting it into the FX30 and the FX3 camera. Now that is so good. Thank you, Sony. If you are watching this, you're not, but if you are, hallelujah, finally. So now, for me using this camera, I'll probably use it more because of that feature. Jump in the comments if this is something you have been waiting for a long time. I know a lot of people have. I know there's a lot of people on YouTube saying, oh, people stop moaning about shutter angle, shut up about shutter angle. But when you're paying £4,500 plus for a cinema marketed camera, I want freaking shutter angle. I want shutter angle in that camera. Yeah, it's finally here. Now there are other updates on this, so I'm going to read them out because they are on my phone, because I can't remember them all and I can't really be asked to remember them all. But I'm going to fire through them. Now, there's updates on the FX6 as well as the FX3 and the FX30, like I said. Obviously, the shutter angle is on the FX3 and the FX30. It's already on the FX6, so those guys are more aligned now, which is amazing. But on the FX6, they have introduced the anamorphic D-squeeze for the 1.5 times. This is great. We've already got 1.3 on there and 2.0, I think. This is really important, I think, because there are more and more budget line of anamorphic lenses being released all the time. You know, it's becoming more accessible, because before, anamorphic lenses are seriously expensive. I'm not saying the budget ones are that great. It opens it up to you to be able to try it out and see how it looks. So I think that's really good. The next thing we've got the introduction of is, I'm going to read this one out because it's a bit of a mouthful. This one is, you've got the integration of advanced 3D LUT processes inspired by our renowned Venice cinema camera for precise color processing. What? I think what this is trying to say is it's obviously pulling the FX6 camera a little bit more in line with the Venice cameras, also the Burano cameras. The FX6 is being used on more and more higher end shoots. So That's bringing the whole color processing closer to these higher end cameras. I guess when you are in post editing, the whole workflow, the whole color grading process is a lot easier to match up on these cameras. So the next thing we're going to have a look at, we have got enhanced functionalities in the monitor and control app, adding in waveform and false color. This is great as well for you guys who use the control app. I personally don't, because I use external monitors. There are a lot of great tools on external monitors, and I think if you are not using one for your filmmaking, then you are really missing out. I'm actually going to put a video out about external monitors, because there are some cheap ones out there that are going to open the world up to you for more tools and easier filmmaking. So if you are using the monitor and control app, then they're introducing waveform and false color for you. So that is amazing. Finally, we've got breathing compensation feature to support additional Sony lenses. They're doing the 100 to 400 GM and also the 200 to 600 GM. Neither of which I have shot with or will probably shoot with. I don't really care about the breathing compensation. Most lenses I shoot with are either vintage, so they breathe like hell, and I quite like the character on some of those lenses. So that doesn't really bother me. Now, this is all an update for the FX6, which is going to be available from May 2024, and it's going to be version 5.0. So then we move on to the FX3 and the FX30. Now, these all are going to be available from September 2024, so that is a good way away. Now, why September 2024? I'm not sure, but is there going to be a new release of an FX6 Mark II or an FX3 Mark II? What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to see that? Maybe drop some comments if you do think we're going to see that. I'm kind of thinking we're not, because these updates are quite significant in a way. Obviously, we've got the new shutter angle. So that's going to give you the choice between shutter speed or shutter angle. Obviously, everyone's going to go shutter angle, because that is what the hell we have been barking on about for so long. And then you're going to have the capability to add clip flags for efficient shot marking. That's really useful if you are someone who's shooting a lot of footage, maybe events and stuff like that. Being able to go through, flag the good shots, flag the good maybe interviews. Really useful tool. I really like that. And then finally, you're going to have some enhanced, whatever you want to say. You've got live streaming support with the SRT or whatever. I don't use this camera for live streaming, but if you do, there you go. You've got some extra streaming support there. So like I say, that is all from September 2024. Oh my God, that's so far away. So are you guys excited? Really drop the comments below with the updates that you're really excited about. I'm sure I know which one everybody is excited about, because yeah, we've been banging on about it for a long time. So, you know, maybe Sony are listening to us about what we want on these cameras. Is Sony turning the corner? Are they becoming a nicer camera brand for us users? I'm not sure, but I'm sure we're going to see over this year. Like I say, drop some comments below. I've got loads of new content coming out about filmmaking kit, behind the scenes stuff. I've been working hard to produce some new videos to get more consistent on the channel. Last year was a really bad consistency year for me. So this year I really want to get back on it and put more back into the community. If there's any kind of video you guys want to see, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram link here, or obviously drop some stuff in the comments and I'll be happy to chat to you down there. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Ian Snape, and I'll see you on another one soon. So peace out.